Shalom, Israel, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostle, elder bishops, a great millstone. Much salutations to the brothers, teacher word for the hopeful elect, soon to be the elect, most high will, to the hopeful extended elect, multitude, shalom, blessings, men, women, and children. We almost home, man. You know, aren't you ready to get up out of here? This place sucks. You know, it's some beautiful things still here in the place besides, you know, like the natural things we see that's left of this place. But Most High is gonna renew our spirit. He gonna, give us a new body, and we're gonna have the New Jerusalem, and this America's gonna be done away with. So this is a lot of oppression and hell here in America. This is our worst captivity here in America. We know this, and what makes it that way too is because the opposition, you know, and the fact that we exercise righteousness and you know and we the right righteousness, even our people that are scattered over across those lands in different countries don't know the truth, the core of the truth, the way it's supposed to be taught, and what do you call it, taken in. But we got a beautiful kingdom coming and a beautiful salvation. And our people think it's far-fetched. Yeah, they're going to be real surprised, man, because there's a lot of science going on, pseudoscience and things that are created in this world that our people marvel at when it comes to these elites being the, so to speak, the makers of cell phones, technology. But then when you mention something biblical, that is biblical, regarding our salvation as chariots, a spiritual angelic vehicle that's going to get us out of here, then it's a problem. I don't know about that. See, Jacob's been subjected to coonism and subjected to the weak concept of the weaker concept of things, but he'll push his mind into these philosophies and different books that he learned from these schools. As soon as you teach him the truth, it's like, yeah, I don't know about that, man. I don't see how that's possible. They're going to get left. They're going to get destroyed with America. But they'll be back. Anyway, as you see here, and we've seen chariots with our own visible eyes, orbs. Sometimes men have called them shooting stars. They have been seen by NASA. They have been seen by people pulling out their cell phones. They call them strange lights. And it tells you about, in the Apocrypha, the strangeness of our salvation. Yeah, it's going to be strange to these people. See, you want to be a part of this salvation because, it's going to be people left here to die, to get destroyed, and to get bombed and nuked and lasered in this place. I wanted to make a video too. In the near future, I will, Most High will, called "Look Up for Your Destruction" or "Look Up for Your salvation," because they're both coming from above. The missile's going to be shot up on America. But this is a great salvation. It's one of the beautiful salvation. And these are these are pictures, But Most High did give us a mind to, he gave us visions for a reason, dreams for a reason, conceptual things for a reason that we think of. So, I'm gonna call this "We Came in Ships and We're Gonna Leave in Ships." We came in slave ships, and we're gonna leave in these ships. You want to be a part of it. See, Jake think he got time, man. He think he got time, and he think this is futuristic because it's angelic. It looks. I ain't gonna lie. It's definitely futuristic. It's from another world, but it's coming here. It's going to intervene. It's going to interrupt. It's going to disappoint this world of what they dream about, living in this wickedness. See, this is the true church, man. The apostles, starting with the apostles on down, elder bishop. That's the true church. This is the church never taught us about this. What if the time was that they came, the chariots came like 20 years ago, which the apostles on the scene, the churches would have let people down. Like they didn't prepare people. They're not preparing people now, so all them people would have died in their sins, man. And let me get this scripture about chariots. I love the whole. I can't explain how beautiful, how the Most High does things, man. How everything adds up and makes sense and balances out. And how powerful things are of another world that enters into the elements of this world, which are made really to be subject to angelic power. I mean, we supposed to be over the elements, man. Psalm 68 and 17, the chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them as in Sinai in the holy place. In Sinai, and people got to remember, Jerusalem is a people before there's a place. So, if you see chariots hovering over Jerusalem, the now Jerusalem is occupied by the bastards, which is small hats. That's a sign for their destruction. And just like over here in America, the looming chariots that they witnessed, that we see, are waiting for the key word up from the Most High to go ahead and take this place out. But it has to line up with prophecy because the bombs have to come over here too. That's prophetic. It says, Jerusalem, deliver Jerusalem as birds flying. Birds are in the air, man. They fly in the air. Another one of my favorite scriptures. As birds flying, Isaiah 31 and 5. So will the Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies, defend Jerusalem, defending it. Also, he would deliver it. See? Because how is he going to defend? Because them chariots are going to be blasting their asses, man. Defending, also, he would deliver it. He would deliver the people of his elect and call them up from being destroyed. Exempt from judgment. Ezekiel 9 and 4. Mark them that cry and sigh for all the abomination done in their midst of. This is a representation of the spiritual Passover in this spiritual Egypt. Look, see, Most High changed everything spiritual. Well, it transitioned into the spiritual. It said the natural should come first and then the spiritual. We had natural powers back then. Back then, David can bend a steel bow with his arm. He can jump over a wall. We had natural powers, but there's such thing as spiritual powers also, where it goes in overdrive that you can actually disappear. You don't even have to run. And passing over it, see, there you go. Passover. The ship's passing over, and you want them to deliver you. Over, he will preserve it. Back then, in the time of Moses, they passed over, and if you had to have the blood on your doorpost, so you would be exempt. But Most Yahweh Shai made that blood covenant and made the reconciliation with the Most High through, uh, being slain as the lamb to make that, what do you call it, consecration? Uh, so that we can automatically go into the ships with having Most High giving us a new body. You know, see the bodies here and following the old ways of those things that were a shadow of things couldn't deliver us from death. That's why it says from Adam to Moses death reigned. But this is the deliverance from death. This is the last death. This is the second death. The missiles coming over here. And it says, let me get that scripture right quick. And what did it say? The Most High, it says the last enemy is death. He gonna conquer that. He has conquered that. And it's gonna be manifest through the sons of God that they're not gonna die. They're just gonna be caught up into the heavens with spiritual bodies and not gonna be touched by, here you go, Revelations 2:11. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saying to the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death, man. That's the missiles coming over here. Why? Because the chariots are going to call us up out of here. Most High will. Revelation 26, blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such the second death have no power, but they shall be priests of the Most High, and of Yahweh Shai shall reign with him 1,000 years, man. So, we talked about the bride, the bride and the bridegroom and the marriage, and that's the spiritual marriage right there. Us becoming immortal, us being called into those ships. That's a marriage. It says marriage is another word for marriage is joined into one another. That's why when you and your wife and marry, y'all become one flesh. When y'all lie down with each other, but the woman has to be in the same mind, in the same spirit as you. Because if you could lie down with a woman all day, and if she ain't in the right spirit, it's not going to work. So that natural, it has the ability for natural affection and love and all that. But the true love is being one, and one of an understanding of and one, like it says, one baptism, one faith, one one mind. So so those 2/3 are not going to be called up in the ships because they're not in one mind with the Lord, with Yahweh Shai. So they have to, they're going to be subject to this second death. And the second death had nothing to do with, us passing away, the ones that were before us that had already passed away. They died in Yahweh Shai. That's not a second death. The second death is those missiles coming over here. So through Yahweh Shai, they're safe. They died in Yahweh Shai. It said the ones that are on the earth shall go up and meet the ones that died in Yahweh Shai. We're gonna all be joined together in the sky, so to speak. So, and Jake, don't play the Most High. All the powers that are beyond this realm come from above. We don't worship those things. The Most High created those things through Allahayim, but it's great power up there. It's, the lightning comes from there, the thunder, and the elements, elemental celestial beings and what they do, serving their purpose. The moon, a great light for them to rule the night. The sun, the great light for the moon. It says Slaki. It said the lesser light, the moon, to rule the night, and a greater light to rule the day, the sun and the stars, and you have all these celestial beings that up there that are, are positioned and for the Most High, even the chariots. NASA picks up those things. NASA, the Most High is making it manifest to NASA, so they could, so they could see. Men are going to start seeing for themselves things that was once unknown, just like the truth being revealed. That they're going to see start things right before their eyes, like it used to happen in the days. So, what it says. So you're going to be. It says, look up your salvation. Because they think it's a fairy tale. It ain't no fucking Santa Claus. You had our children looking up the sky for Santa Claus, but disregard the whole thing about Yahweh Shai. That's how they'll believe in Christmas. Oh, the Santa Claus, he's gonna come from the sky with his reindeers and sled and all that. But as soon as we mention this, yo, that's kind of sound like make believe. Man, Most High gonna destroy you dumbass, devil ass ninjas out there, man, that think like that. Yo, I don't know what to call it, man. You're literally, the dry bones. You really, you're not alive, man. It said Luke 21 and 28, when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Look up. They got a series, I think it was a movie, maybe a series. If I'm not mistaken, Leonardo DiCaprio played in it, if I'm not mistaken, but it's called Don't Look Up, And I think that may be a play upon on this scripture with the elites, because they rule that the movies and all that. They rule the world, but they have play on words. Now they could have meant that, like, yeah, don't look up because it's you, as a by phrase, whatever, mockery, going back, greatness. And everything that goes inside a man's mind is real. Everything. So how do we get these ideas and concepts if Most High, because the Most High said that he when men slumbereth and they sleep, he sealeth their instructions. So how did this come inside a man's mind if it's not real? Men have dreamed about many things, and dreams have came true in this life that they have pounded upon and, dreamed about to make it come to pass, like building their own house, being a superstar. So why not this? Because they don't want it to happen, and they're afraid that it will happen, and it's going to happen. I'm going to get that last scripture. Strangeness of their salvation. And the church never knew what this meant. They never taught this. They never taught anything prophetic. All of a sudden they want to say, oh, Revelation and the Israelites are wrong about this. Man, y'all old news, man. Y'all old news, like the newspapers that used to come out, and they're not printed anymore because nobody buy them motherfuckers. Everybody's online. Get with the times, man. That shit is old that y'all be trying to break down, because you never did break it down, and when you do, you break it down wrong. So Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 2, it says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation so far beyond all that they look for, man. And I think it even says, let me go right quick to one. Verse 1, Wisdom of Solomon, verse 5 and verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. They say strange lights. They call it strange. It's eerie. It's dark. It's something went over the sky that they couldn't explain. NASA on a, keying on a ship. It looks like the father's ship. It looks like other planets. And they said, man, this is beyond our understanding. This is beyond our research. We, let's put more money into the research to further. They can't reach certain. Most High said they got boundaries they can't pass. They can't reach certain levels, even of the firmament. They can't reach certain levels of even Earth. They can't discover the levels of the sea. They got a movie called Abyss, where they reach the very bottom of the ocean. They can't do that, man. Like that ship that they tried to go down there and then imploded. But it says, when they strangeness of his salvation so far beyond all that they look for, because they didn't think that. So they talking about the righteous man, the so-called Black, Latino, Native American of the elect. They didn't think they would be, and they said, how is he numbered among the saints? They didn't think it was possible that something could take place with all that they look for, and as far as a man being called up in the air, in a new body, in the ship, and becoming immortal. And coming back, I saw Jerusalem coming from above, from the heaven, down to the earth, paraphrasing. The people, man, the people in them ships, the men in them ships, Jerusalem, the women in them, the hopeful elect woman. She's going to be joined with the hopeful elect man. The elect, they're going to be elect. So, forget what everybody else is saying. America's a cartoon Disney World place. If y'all want to make up some shit, y'all want to dream, let's dream. Y'all want to make this a cartoon, well, let's make this a cartoon. But when it becomes real, don't say shit, man. Duck your heads and try to escape from them damn missiles coming for your ass, because you mocking the Most High. You playing yourself because you believe it. You believe in a fucking fairy tale about this system. It's a damn fairy tale. You believe, like we said, we've said, like I've said many times, you believe in Santa Claus. You believe in a tooth fairy. You believe in flying reindeers, you mother suckers. You believe that this whole system was made for you to be a pillow of rest to you. You believe that they pulling out the satin sheets to cover you with warmth and shelter, and to help you grow in this place to become the greatest person you can become. And that's a damn lie, man. I'd rather believe in this fairy tale than that fairy tale. If you want to claim this as a fairy tale, yeah, this makes more sense. I'm running with this. I believe in this. Yeah, I'm waiting for them chariots. I'm waiting for a new Jerusalem. I'm waiting for a black man to come out the sky, because the black man on earth ain't doing shit. And I'm saying so-called black. Yahweh Shai is a so-called black man. Meaning he's he's dark-skinned, but black is not his nationality. He's an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. And it says that the Lion of Judah. So you devils are in trouble and you 2/3 are in trouble. And the more you see them chariots, just know every time you see them, and every time somebody talks about strange lights, and damn, I saw something, I dreamed something, and the ant thought I saw an ant, you better believe that shit is real. Because when it becomes real and you didn't regard it, you're going to be dying. And you're going to be dying a horrible death. Because Most High, Most High keep your ass alive. Shit, it might be some strange things like your head is off, but you still alive and you're looking at your body. Who knows what's going that anything. It says, and then even, and I'll close out with this. They don't believe in Noah's Ark and all that. And these are the same people that claim themselves to be Christians. They be like, I don't know Noah's Ark. You dumb demons. It says nothing is impossible with the Most High. It says with man it's impossible, with the Most High it's possible, man. He could have just put men on the earth just out of nowhere, and you know, to all of a sudden men is on the earth again. You don't know what's going on. You don't know the Most High. You don't know what the hell is going on, man. You're just a man. You're just a woman. You're just a feeble ass a dot in the matrix. You don't know what the hell is going on. You don't even know what's real or not. You don't even know how to tell a man from a woman. You don't know how to tell AI whether that's real or not. These people are duped, and they're about to be nuked, man. Anyway, Shalom.